Okay, so we just got back home. We were in the city, walking around, but it was super cold, and I don't really understand all the weather apps. Everything is frozen. The cars, the pavement, everything. And the weather app, it doesn't show zero or below zero temperature. It shows 2 or 3 Celsius, which is obviously not the case because everything is freezing over. But anyway, we got home. We got home very early because it's winter, so it's getting dark quite quickly. 4 o'clock, it's already dark. So we came home, and on the way home, I was really thinking about this to talk about Jimmy Carter, the American president. It's not really our niche, but then I realized it's very special because he gave us back the Holy Crown. I was born in Hungary, born and raised in Hungary, and the Holy Crown story starts from year 1000. It was our king, Stephen, not Stephen King, the horror author. It's King Stephen. You need to swap the name, switch it up. And it was his crown. He decided that he wants to belong to the West, he wants to belong to Europe, and he received this crown, and we still have this crown because of Jimmy Carter. In the Second World War, Germans decided to pay a visit. Soviets decided to pay a visit, and they needed to escape with the crown. They need to find a safe place, and they give it to the Americans. The Americans kept it since the Second World War, since 1945 until the end of the 70s. They kept it in a place called Fort Knox. So this crown, it's not just an artifact made of gold and all sort of stuff. So it's very very expensive, but it's a holy crown, and it's very important symbol. So Jimmy Carter, against everyone's opinion, decided to return it to Hungary, and it was very special. He didn't bring it himself. There was a gentleman who brought it, Cyprus, and there was a lot of people actually coming with it. We have a Nobel Prize winner, Albert Szent-Györgyi. He was the one who discovered vitamin C, and there were lots of other people involved in this because it was quite a big deal, returning the Holy Crown of Hungary from the USA back to Hungary. And this Jimmy Carter, he was president of the USA for 4 years, and I was reading about him, reading the articles about him. He died age of 100, and obviously I saw the picture in the New York Times on social media that 5 living American presidents sitting together, and it's never happened before in the history. And the other thing never happened, that someone lived until the age of 100. He died in December 2024. So if we count back, he was born in 1924. So quite a long life. So he was a president for one term, and straight away he went back to where he was coming from, and I really like that. So he was basically born in Georgia Plains, that's the name of the place, and he died 1 mile away where he was born. And I like that story. So after he didn't get re-elected, he went back to Georgia, and he was straight away working for Habitat for Humanity. It's a charity. He was building houses with his bare hands, with hammer and nails and everything. And then he worked on other projects in a Carter Center, and this is absolutely fantastic that he was teaching in the Sunday school and everything. He never stopped working. But the most important thing is, and that's why I wanted to talk about this, that he did return the Holy Crown of Hungary, and this is unbelievable. I was reading the English language articles, and I was reading the Hungarian language articles as well, and they said that in Georgia there's a Jimmy Carter museum. And I actually went to the website because they're talking about a replica of the Holy Crown. So Jimmy Carter decided to bring it back, send it back to Hungary in 1978. So around the time they came out with the Star Wars New Hope, and after like 10 years they made a replica of the Holy Crown of Hungary. And uh, very famous person, famous for us, famous for Hungarians, the president of Hungary, Arpad Gönc. He's famous not because he was a politician, a Hungarian politician, because he was the president of Hungary. He was actually famous because he translated the Lord of the Rings to Hungarian, and that is one of the best translation ever. And he was the one who gave it to Jimmy Carter. And right now, this replica is in the Jimmy Carter Museum in Georgia. So if you're around there, you can go and have a look. And if you are coming to visit, coming to Hungary, you can see the original one in the parliament. Sometimes they move it, but usually it's in the parliament. So that was Jimmy Carter who decided to give us back, to return the Holy Crown of Hungary to Hungary.